Hey you guys, welcome to Melissa Valentine's Nursery. My name is Melissa and this is going to be a different type of video. I had an idea. I was driving home from work just now and I was conversating with Sandra, my bestie from out westy. That's at Sandra's Frozen in Time Reborns. And I told her, I said, you know what? I have an idea for a video. I said, it's not going to be typical. Like, we're going to have fun and we're going to talk about stuff. And we're going to change the last remaining babies that I have that's still in Christmas. But before we do that, if you don't know me, if it's your first time here, babies are my hobbies. I also do diamond art. I read a ton. I watch and educate myself on Victorian era history. And what other hobbies do I have? Oh, journaling. I journal like crazy. So I told Sandra, when I was on the phone, I said, you know what? I said, work is a huge part of my life. And lately it's really played a toll on me. I have been a nurse now for a long time. I'm a seasoned nurse. Over 15 years. So, right now I'm in a nursing home, but I've worked other places. So, all of my experiences have been inpatient care. No doctor's office, no, not home health, like going house to house with the old folks or people that need wound care and stuff. All my people have been in a physical place that I have to go to and work. And I've always done night shift. On occasion, I've helped out when, the healthcare field, when it comes to their clinical workers, they're always short. And especially after COVID, it's even worse. So I told Sandra, I'm going to give them a glimpse into my life. We're going to talk a little bit about what's in my bag, what's in my pockets, because, people say, oh, what's in my baby bag? What's in my pocketbook, right? So we're going to talk about that. We're going to, talk about world, talk about life, and we're going to change I know I want to change my Charlie, my Cozmo. And then of course my Masterpiece Galleries doll, I got to change her out of her Christmas pajamas. So we'll see where we go. I cleared my phone out. I should have plenty of room. So, okay. I walked in and I immediately let my dog out, poured some kibble in his bowl, gave him some fresh water, went to my cat's bowl, put some dry food and then some wet food, let the dog in and came in here. So when I go to work, I work third shift. I do 5 days a week and 8-hour shifts or more. I am in a supervisor position. I flip my badge because I don't want people to hunt me down. There's some cuckoos out there. So I go to work at night. And so that's what I do. 5 days a week. I take my backpack. Sometimes I've had other bags, but I've got my purple backpack, which was actually my overnight bag for, simple trips or whatever. And then this, I always have a cup. Joseph makes me a beautiful coffee. Joseph does not drink coffee, but he is the best coffee maker. I'm going to tell you, Joey makes a kick-ass coffee. This cup came from Sandra. Joseph approached me last week and was like, Mom, we have a problem. There's a crack right here. There's a crack. And then he said, this is broken, Mom. This is broken. You need a new one. And I said, well, I will let the world know that I need a new cup for work. I've always had a cup. They've been Yeti cups. They've been not Yeti cups, but they've been of the Yeti or Bubba fashion. And this one is a Tarokitic. I don't know. Sandra got it for me. Listen, this son of a gun works better than a Yeti. It does. Because I have Yetis. And I actually put it in the microwave. Yes, not microwave. I put it in the dishwasher because I'm Miss Convenient, Miss Easy. I love putting things in the dishwasher because I don't like to overdo. You know what I'm saying? I work too hard. So I start my night with coffee, and I usually bring like a snack for work or something of that nature. And then I always bring a bottle of soda, zero. I drink Dr. Pepper Zero or Coke Zero. And then I also like Cherry Coke Zero. And on occasion, a Mountain Dew Zero. So see you guys, it's 8:15. About, maybe sort of. No, it's 8:12. And so I am in a supervisor position. So I do a lot of sitting, and I do a lot of paperwork and handling problems on the floor, emergencies. So I am in charge of a building at night. And in the 8 hours that I was there tonight, in between my own paperwork, I was in 2 people's rooms for something that I was asked to look at. But other than that, actually, I assisted doing something. It was a procedure, something a doctor ordered. I assisted with that. And then another room, a nurse wanted me to check out something. And then usually nurses will approach me and say, hey, Melissa, in such and such's room, for instance, there was a huge scab behind someone's ear. And she was like, do we need to write that up? What do we need to do? Because she picked it and it was blood everywhere. And so they'll approach me for things like that. Or another nurse came to me and told me that one of the people there, they do not want to be on their inhaler anymore. Can they take a pill? And I said, well, who is it? Because if it's more allergy triggered, then maybe they can get on Singulair or something. And I will make a suggestion in the doctor's book for when the doctor visits. Nothing emergent, doctor visits. So that's what I do at night, along with my paperwork. And then I handle call outs, and I handle any type of emergencies. I'm a witness for write-ups and firings. I write people up, but it has to come down from human resources. I can approach with problems, but human resources decides. And then I carry out the disciplinary whatever. And we usually have a witness. So I go to work at night. I travel an hour away. I make sure I have my caffeine on me, a snack on me, and that's it. And I have my bag. And there's a reason for my bag. So let me move one of my little bunkers real quick. So I got my jacket on. I am wearing figs. They are a more expensive uniform. I used to go to Walmart, but figs had a sale, and I went with the figs. And I also have Grey's Anatomy, which is another company that nurses will buy uniforms from. So Grey's Anatomy and figs is like good shit. And that comes with overtime working, and just knowing what's going on. I got hookahs, shoes. Hookahs are expensive. I only buy them when they're on sale. And before Christmas, they were on sale. So I have a pair of black hookahs. And I have a pair of purple hookahs, because purple is one of my favorite colors. So these are my hookahs. And even if you're not a nurse, these are the best, most comfortable shoes. If you can find them on sale, I got mine from Amazon. There are different types. Mine is the Clifton. There are different types of, now, people always had the nursing clogs, the Danskos. Danskos nowadays feel like shit. I am not a floor nurse. I am a supervisor, managerial nurse. So, I'm not on my feet. Well, some days I'm on my feet. Today I did, in 8 hours, I did about 4,200 steps. 4,274. My heart rate's high right now. It's 111. I'm excited to tell you what I do. I have soda in here now because halfway through my shift, my coffee was still hot. Let's see. Joseph made me coffee and put it in here. I left my house at 9:45. My coffee was in here at 9:30. At 6 a.m., my coffee was still warm, but not like piss warm. Like it was nice and warm, like cozy warm. But there was only a little bit left. So I went ahead and dumped it out, and I put my 0 Dr. Pepper in here because I drive an hour home. And I didn't want my coffee to get too, because I don't like it when it gets like nasty piss warm. So I did that. And, you know, drove home. But I was going to say something. I can't remember. Okay, so this is my soda. This cup gets used 5 days a week. And because I put soda in it before I came home, at about 6:30, I will be drinking on this diet soda until probably 12. So this is my cup Monday through Friday. And it's seen better days. Let me tell you, Sandra, I think she got this for me for Mother's Day. This cup is constantly in use. Monday through Friday. So this is another big thing, like cups like this. And let's see, what is this? January 2025, right? This is the 9th. January 9th, 2025. Mother's Day, May 2024, I believe is when she got this for me. I have used it 5 days a week, almost all day long. Been in the dishwasher and everything. You can get them on Amazon. Mine has some paint chips. But like I said, I put this shit in a dishwasher, okay? I'm going to put that down there for a minute. So I'm just giving you a glimpse into my life because I am more administrative. Well, I'm not administrative because I don't have my own fancy desk. I'm between units, jumping from unit desk to unit desk. The day shift supervisor, building supervisor, nurse, she has an office, but that's because she deals with a little more collaborative stuff between social services and families and everything. Me, I'm in the middle of the night. I bounce between units, nurses stations, and everything. Okay. So, most people are like, well, now I'm in a nursing home, okay? I haven't always been in a nursing home, but in a nursing home for me, I require much less in my pockets. I have a jacket because 3 a.m. at my job, it is freezing. I even have a under desk heater that I take to work with me. And sometimes my nursing assistants will say, Melissa, do you have your heater? And I'm like, Amazon, $20, buy one. But then I'm generous and I go ahead and let them use it. So what's in my pockets? Nothing in my jacket pockets. Let me lower you just a little bit and push you back. Okay. Nothing is in my pockets here, right? But in now I'm a nurse, I write a lot. So, bring it close real quick. Pens. Tons of pens, scissors. I assist my nurses unless they are really behind, and then I just do. Marker, because nurses uses markers for bandages, equipment, when we have to date equipment. You nurses, you know that, right? I'm sure nurses are watching. But equipment, oxygen equipment for dates, like I said, bandaging, we use permanent marker. Very helpful. And then, I dropped my scissors. I have many different scissors. And so I have scissors, and they're helpful for everything. Opening packages, bandaging, because you never know. And then I have nurses. Hey, Melissa, I don't have my scissors. Can I use yours? And I say, where are your scissors? We have a supply closet, but yes, you can use my scissors. Okay, I'm a very nice supervisor. I'm a little sarcastic, and then you would not believe how many pens I go through. I throw out pens all week long because I'm always writing. Now, we are digital. We have computers. We have electronic medical records. Everything's electronic, but we still have logs. We still have doctor's books that we have to write in. We have communication forms. We have tons of stuff that I still write with. So, hold on, I want to get this by my, so I have black pens, and I like to write in the gel pens. This one is a 0.7, but I have been known to write, I love the thick ones, the thick gel pens. Maybe it is 0.7. Let's see. Yeah. And then I love to write in these pens. These are my ultimate favorite pens. Let me see if I can find it. This is it. I have in my desk here at home. I have so many of these. This is the Bic pen, 1.6. Is this it? Yeah. And it's smooth and it writes nice. I only write in black. If anybody, there's been one time somebody forged my name at work. Not here where I'm at, but years ago. And it was in blue. When it comes to professionalism, Melissa only writes in black. So these are all my pens. And I promise you, I have a stash and I just take a handful. And I promise you that by the, let's say, by the end of next week, we're in the middle of the week this week. By the end of next week, these will be in the trash. I just throw them in the trash as I go. I'm always replenishing pens. So Happy Mail, pens. Melissa loves pens. I like this one. This is the Pilot G2 07. And I love gel pens. And then if it's not the gel pen, it's the Bic Velocity 1.6. That's what it is. Bic Velocity 1.6. That is my favorite, most beautiful, smoothest pen. I love these. And I have these in my desk. Now these pink ones are nothing more than the Pilot G2 07 pens, but they're breast cancer awareness ones. So those are the only two types of pens I write in. My two favorite. And the pink is just the same thing as this black one. Yeah, it's just a breast cancer one. And then I picked this up from somewhere. I don't know. And then one of the nurses gave me this because she's like, here, I got a present for you. It's black. But I have my favorites. So I'm a pen snob. Yes, I'm a pen snob. So that's what's in my right pocket. Now, when I worked, oh, I'm not finished. So we have stuff at work. We have machines. We have a nurse on a stick to get vital signs. I keep my own O2 monitor in my pocket in case of an emergency. If I have a nurse that says, Melissa, such and such in that room, they're not looking too good, they're breathing funny, I took their SAT and this is what it was, I will go and take my own. I have my own equipment because even if I'm in a room talking to somebody, resident, patient, wherever I am, wherever I'm working, this has been a saving grace because I can say, ooh, you know, that's one of your ABCs, airway, breathing, circulation. That's one of your ABCs, two of your ABCs. So actually it's all of them really, if you think about it. So I'm good. I'm golden. I'm golden. I can get the person's information, and usually mine is usually pretty accurate. So that's my stuff. My O2 is 98%, which is good. And my heart rate is 90. Well, yeah. Okay. So that's what I keep in my right pocket. And I always have this hanging out. It's been caught on things, but this has been a saving grace because even if I'm just talking to you casually and you don't look right, you got blue lips, something's wrong, I sense something, you know, because when I go into a room and I look at a patient or a resident, a nurse, when they come in the room, they're not there just to say hello. They're actually assessing you when they walk in the room. They're supposed to be just like taking a general glance when they're just generally talking to you. Saving grace. So, and I use that at all my jobs. I had different ones. This is one of them. And then My left pocket's a little more fun. That's my personal pocket. So, my left pocket is my personal pocket. Let me tell you. Okay. So I always have, my lips get chapped when the weather changes. And, when the weather changes, when it's cold. So I always have something for my lips. On my breaks or phone calls I take outside, I do have these aren't AirPods. These are Sony. These are expensive. These are Sony ear things. I use them like breaks, or if I'm driving home and wind up stopping off at the store and Sam calls me or Joseph calls me. These attach to my phone as well. I have Apple Music. So, you know, because sometimes I don't always come straight home, or, you know, but breaks, whatever. Okay. I got to put this up. I got a gift card from somebody at work. So they gave me that. Another Blistex. So let me go ahead and put this on right now. Yeah. Okay. Beautiful. Okay. And then somebody told me try the Mega Still migraine stick, and I've been getting headaches. In fact, I had a headache yesterday. Before I went to work. I shake, you guys, all the time. It's my caffeine, yes, but I have nerve issues and it comes and goes. And anyway, that's something else. So for migraines, I actually just put it right here, put it right here. And last night I woke up at like 7 p.m. with like a horrible headache. And Sam happens to be in the living room. He had come over at like 6 while I was asleep, but he was playing video games with Joseph. He gets along very well with Joseph. And then I have these in my pockets because it's good to have something in your, like, you know, peppermints, or you never know. Sometimes I have gum in my pockets. Now, if I was working at a place that was more intense, like I used to work, I have had alcohol wipes in my pocket. Not bleach wipes, alcohol wipes, like for IVs or taking IVs off, you know, I've had something called, let's see. Oh my God, I can't think. Oh, I've had steri strips for when people get skin tears in my pocket. I carry paper tape on me. I've carried saline flushes for IVs when you have to flush an IV line or a peripheral line. So depending on where you work and what you're doing. When I was a floor nurse, I had way more stuff in my pockets. I would keep my saline flushes in my cargo part of my pants, because I always had pants with cargo on the side of the leg, and I went ahead and put my flushes in there. If I know that I have a dressing, like someone who has a feeding tube and they have a like a gauze dressing change underneath their flange for their feeding stomach tube, I'll have that in my pocket. Just when I go in there, I go ahead and change it real quick. So anything that I can fit in my pocket, I would. And I always had, like I said, alcohol wipes in my pocket, paper tape, flashlight to do neurological assessments on people. So there was more in my pockets back then. Now it's more, you know, I'm not direct care. I don't do direct care unless I'm needed for something. So what's in my bag? I'm going to take my badge off just in case it flips. I don't want anybody like visiting me at work, because I'll clip that onto my, oh, is that going to affect my light? I clip my badge onto my wire. So I always have a bag of some sort. Let me move my baby because I don't want my baby to get hurt. Okay. So I always have a bag of some sort. Usually it's like a tote, but this is the first time in a while that I've actually had a book bag. This was actually my overnight bag. Let me move this back just a smidgen. So in my bag is a mess. So I have my wallet. Shh, don't tell nobody. Alcohol for your hands, which usually I'll have it in my pocket, but I don't know what happened. Junk, paper. I have my hand brace because my right wrist gets really sore. I used to decorate cakes. So I got my brace in there in case I need it for really severe pains. You know, I can put like biofreeze on my hand and put my brace on like this. I think there's been like, I only need this a couple times a year, really. You know, and I tighten it and put it around my, and I'll put my sleeve over it a little bit. But I got my hand brace. Lotion. Now, you're not supposed to have scented lotions, but I work in a nursing home. They don't care. This is my personal prescriptions. I take as needed medicine. I have a bad bladder. So when I have bladder spasms, I have that. I have poop spray. If you have to poop in the bathroom, I got it. I'm covered. I have bleach wipes. Now, these are my personal ones. These are not for my job. You know. And then I do have cocoa butter for cracked hands when you use too much alcohol in your hands. And then these were, I don't know, they're in here. They came with my phone, my Apple phone. So that's what I have in there. That's my first pocket. And I kind of have a general idea where things are, you know. So that's that pocket. And then that's my like front one, you know, the smaller front one like we have in our pocketbooks. And then me and this nurse are supposed to start these pills. They come from Amazon and they have great reviews and people at work are raving about it. And we're supposed to start them at the same time. But she hasn't gotten hers yet. So I brought them to work. These are, I don't know how to say it, berberine, psyllium, cinnamon, turmeric, curcumin, apple cider vinegar, holy basil, bitter melon, milk thistle, fenugreek, gymnesia, silvestri. I probably just made that up. Licorice. I wish it was like real licorice. Black pepper. Like, so we didn't start these yet. We're supposed to. You get it from Amazon. So, and then sea moss is supposed to be good for you. Black seed oil, ashwagandha, turmeric, dandelion, elderberry, ginger, burdock, yellow dock, whatever the hell yellow dock is. I should look that up. But anyway, so this, and we're going to take them at the start of the shift, because, you know, I don't want to take them in the morning. I take my prescriptions in the daytime. And in case there's an interaction, like, because there's so much shit in these pills, I said, yeah, I'll take them. She got bariatric surgery recently. So she's like, I'm getting these pills and we're going to take them together. And I don't know how bariatric surgery, but I'm still on other medicine I take throughout the day. So we're going to start that. Now, I had this that was actually on my, it was on my name badge, right? Different color pen, another marker. There was a highlighter. It's gone. Another pen. This was too much for me. I have my pen light, to just in case somebody hits their head or whatever. And then I always have these like stray nails that get in my, so I just stuck that on there. But, yeah, so I have that. It was here, but I can't do it. It's just hanging too heavy. Of course, I have my stethoscope. I have a few stethoscopes. This is one of my Littmann's, a really good brand name. This is one of my Littmann's. It's purple. And to be honest, in a nursing home, I only use it when somebody sounds shitty, like respiratory wise, or someone's dead, just to confirm. But sometimes they look like they made it to past Peter and the gates. I mean, that's just how people, you know, look, you know, when they go. And then I have a Snickers in my bag that I didn't even know because it was so deep. And pink, no, it's not pink. Oh my God. This was at the very bottom. I bought this from a girl I work with. She doesn't work there anymore, but it's a body butter. I bought this from her. I forgot I bought it like a month ago. Feeling Myself, infused with vanilla, essential oil, shea butter, jojoba oil, hemp seed oil, arrowroot. Body butter, vanilla essential oil reduces fine lines, wrinkles, and dark spots. Impact with vitamin B, maintain healthy skin, heighten levels of estrogen and testosterone, for external use only. So I guess I can rub this anywhere, right? Let me see something here. I know I have another alcohol. Let me see. Let me put this. You know, we're just freaking hanging out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even have a time limit. This is alcohol I'm putting in my hands. Just because, you know, I don't want to touch my face and everything. We're going to feel ourselves. This is feeling myself. She sells this. This is like her side hustle. A lot of nurses have side hustles. And so, and look, you could tell I never even... Oh, she actually mixes her own. She whips her own. We're going to feel ourselves. It does wrinkles, right? So I don't want wrinkles under my eyes. I probably should have washed my face first, but at least my hands are clean, right? We're going to feel ourselves. This is called feeling yourself. That's the name of the lotion. Look, oh my God, am I breaking out? You know, I'm a nurse, but I take chances. You know what I'm saying? I should have probably tested it on a small part of my face. Oh, wow. We'll see how I look. We'll see if I finish this video with, like, you know, boils on my face. You know what I'm saying? All right. This smells really nice, though. It's called Feeling Yourself. B. Simone Therapeutic LLC. B. Simone Therapeutic LLC. She has a whole bunch of stuff. I think she has a website or a Facebook as well. So this is her side hustle. She has really good products. She also sells wax melts. And this is not a sponsorship collaboration type shit. I love her wax melts. I bought a wax melter thing from her just because I wasn't sure if mine worked. And I'm glad I did because my damn thing, the thing did. Anyway, my kitchen, if you ever see it on the counter when it, like, you guys see my kitchen, the wax melt thing stays on all the time. Like, all the time. And I switch out my wax like every other day. And I would buy from her in bulk because you get discounts from her. So every other payday, I would buy so much. But I don't know what I'm doing. My supplier's gone. So I don't know. And then, of course, I have gum. This is a Ziploc that's it's not disposable. It's rewashable. And then I have a massive Ziploc of tampons. Tons of different tampons. Tons of different kinds. So that's that. This is, listen, life of a nurse. Because, you know, sometimes, like Sandra, I was telling her with this ice, you know, and stuff. I'm going to leave this out because I forgot I even had it. I told Sandra, you know, around here, we're not equipped for the ice and the snow. And I told her, I said, you know, I'm going to leave the Snickers out too. I told her I may get stuck at work. And so I already go to work with a lot of stuff. This zipper, this next zipper up is got one thing in it, peanut butter, because I don't always bring a snack. I'm on third shift. I don't always bring a snack. And so if I get hungry sometimes, and peanut butter, it's fatty, but it's got protein. So I'll take a spoon off the cart, the medicine cart, and I will have me a few spoons of peanut butter. And so that's my peanut butter supply. It's good to have. It's always good to have peanut butter on you. Always, especially if you're like a diabetic. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so that's my peanut butter. I'll put my peanut butter back. Well, maybe I'll keep it. Now I'll put it back. Okay. So that's going in my bag. Now my main area of my bag, because I got all these zippers, right? This is like a hiking bag, okay? This is mine. I didn't steal no pills. Don't get it twisted. This is my ibuprofen. I keep Tylenol and ibuprofen usually on me. You never know. I also keep my Zofran. My Zofran's in my wallet. I keep a few Zofran in there because I have an upset stomach. I am on prescription Zofran for nausea and stomach nauseousness upset. And so I got to be prepared. Now, at my job, they do have at this job, they have a nursing staff supply that we sign out our own stash. It's in like a Rubbermaid, and it has all generic over-the-counter shitty ass Tums, and I don't eat shitty ass Tums. I like the Skittles Tums, you know, the Skittly ones. And so like they have that. They have Pepto-Bismol. I don't use Pepto-Bismol. I like Mylanta. I know I'm spoiled. You know, and then they do have Tylenol. But this is my stash. I like gels. Usually I will, even if it's generic, like this is generic. But these are gel. I prefer gel pills, like over the counters and stuff. I'm spoiled. I know. So this is my Bible for my job. This is every single, door passcode, telephone numbers, doctors, transport, everything that I need is in here as far as informational. After hours emergency for maintenance, codes. We have codes on our fax machines. We have codes on our printers. This is also like for our in-services, because we have to do like HIPAA and elder abuse, like in-services, like educational things on the computer every month at my job, or you get taken off the schedule. So we have to do that in between our work. So I have my passcode, because I can never, even though I do it every month, and I've been at my job this particular job a year and a half, I can never remember my login. So it has logins to like the lab for the different units. This is my saving grace at work when I can't remember things. It also has, Sandra texted me this song that she talked about in her video that they would blast on the bus. If you have not watched Sandra Frozen in Time Reborns, she dropped a video yesterday, and it's got a part 1 and part 2. They're so funny. I love her to death. That whole family is amazing. You know, Sandra has come into my life. Oh my God. She sent me love you long time. Sandra came into my life right before I knew I would need the most emotional support. And me and her have grown a bond like none other. And, you know, I felt bad because doll shows come every year, and I really wanted to see her in May, and then the doll show was in June. I could see her anytime, or I can go to the doll show next year because it repeats every year. But like, it's cheaper for me to go to the doll show. So I said, listen, let me just go to the doll show. It's cheaper than going out west, because out west is expensive. So I'm trying so hard to save. I have every intention of seeing her. I've even talked to Joseph. I said, Joseph, maybe, you know, if probably I won't be able to make it in May, but I'm working towards it. I am working towards it. Like, I want to see Sandra so bad, but why is it got to be so expensive to travel? You know what I'm saying? And I think there's some type of doll show going on out west somewhere, local or to her. But it's not like Reborns, but she talked about it, and I hope she goes. Her and Jason, or her and Jack, whoever, like, I hope they go. She sends me clips of her family, and it puts a smile on my face. It really does. You know, so it's me and Joe here, and we'll watch videos from her, and I'll send her videos. But anyway, okay. Oh, cuckoo. Okay, this is my Bible for work. Then I have, this is actually an insulin bag. My last job, they would throw out the insulin bags. Not insulin. The glucometer bags. Do you know how many of these we threw out? Because we didn't use them. So there was a whole bunch of them that they were throwing out. So I took it, and it's my pencil box. I also use highlighters at work. Highlighters, oh my God, look, another sat monitor. And then of course, these clips that my badge hangs on, you guys, nurses, listen. My last one broke. So The one I have now, oh shoot, maybe I shouldn't do that. My wire look like it's getting a hole in it. The one I have now is Van Gogh. Is that Van Gogh? What the hell is it? Sorta, kinda, not really. I think Sandra bought me this one, if I'm not mistaken. She bought me like quite a few, and that's one of them. Hold on, let me put this. Let me just clip this onto my bag real quick so I don't lose it. I have to have my badge at work. Okay. So I have in here pens. Look, here's another one. RN MSN, registered nurse, masters of nursing. Let's see. And then I have, look, Zofran, because I'm on prescription Zofran. I have Zofrans everywhere because I'll throw up. There's like another, this is when I use stuff like this. I was, when I was a clinical floor nurse, in a more acute setting, which, you know, those people go home, you know. What else do I have in here? Hold on. I have a hair bow. I have another scissor. I'm surprised that I don't have, like, I used to color code my report sheets. When you're in an acute setting and people come and go, some nurses they'll write their main stuff in whatever color they usually write. Like I write in black. But like when it comes to like things that I need to pay attention to, I would do red. I would circle like labs or write, you know, or if something needed attention, you know, because when you're a nurse and you work on the clinical floor, when you come in and get report, there's usually a sheet that either you have or your facility, whatever. You get it from the facility usually. And you've put in your patients. And when you get report from the nurse, oh, such and such, we put a, you know, catheter in Miss Smith's right arm for, you know, she's getting fluids or, you know, because whatever, or, you know, she's getting IV antibiotics because she's got like a bad skin infection, cellulitis, or, you know, you write it down and then, you know, look out for this lab. They went ahead and they pulled blood draws, a CBC with diff or, you know, whatever. BMP, I write it down to look for something. Chest x-ray, you know, I circle or write in red what needs attention that I need to be looking for. You know, I'm waiting a bag of total parenteral nutrition, like TPN. Like some people, they can't eat. They don't have a stomach tube, and instead they'll get their nutrition through like an IV, right? Okay, because IVs aren't always just like antibiotics, you know? So I used red also. Some nurses will use green. It'll look like a friggin' rainbow. I don't do that. I'm very simple. Black, red. But right now, I am a supervisor in the building at night. I write in all black. I don't even use red. Like I do use highlighters. The place I work now, they love to use highlighters on everything, to identify different categories of stuff. Like assignment sheets, when the CNAs come in, when the nursing assistants come in to get their workload, we will highlight their color. They're assigned to red, blue, pink, yellow, whatever, green. And, well, not yellow, because yellow we do for something else. So we use highlighters, but the highlighters stay at work. Now, I don't think I have highlighters in here, but it had to have gravitated from the job I'm at now, maybe. I don't know, but it's in this bag. And this bag was in this bag, so, you know. And then I have this whole thing because in nursing, not only do we have to do the computer-based in-services where we have to get educated on something or refreshed on, you know, patient privacy, resident privacy, or, you know, neglect and abuse, or, you know, skilled nursing therapies, whatever. We also have papers that we have to read and confirm that we have read them. And we sign this form and it goes to human resources. So I have collected, because I'm not signing something if I don't know what your policy and procedure is. So I am one of those smart nurses who will collect their policy and procedures as I have to sign it, so that I know how that facility wants me to do a specific policy. Now, usually it's generally the same facility to facility, but like a fall report, some facilities want them done a certain way. They want certain things, like I'm in a no lift facility. So it doesn't matter if you're on the floor and you can walk. It doesn't matter if, little Miss Mim fell on the floor and she doesn't walk at all. In my facility that I am in now, because it's no lift, you have to use a total lift, Hoyer lift machine. We are not to get you up, and you're not to get yourself up. We have to use the machine to do it. So it's like things like that, right? So that's what this is. And I have a few folders like this because it's huge. So I have a red one, a purple one, and then the orange one is what I started with. And then, of course, I brought for my break my iPad, which I got for Christmas. So, what is it? Oh, it's because okay. So this is my iPad that I got for Christmas. And look at my handsome, hold on. Oh my God, look at all these notifications. Look at my handsome son. Isn't he handsome? One of my nursing assistants said, my son looks like he works in the White House. This is when we went to a wedding. That's what he was in. So, oh my God, 40. I didn't realize this was going to go this friggin' long. So this is what me as a nurse bring to work. Now, because of the ice and we don't have the normal like trucks and stuff, like we don't have as much equipment. I know I'm going to get stuck overnight. Well, I work overnight anyway, but I'll probably have to work close to a 16-hour shift or a 16-hour shift or more, or stay depending on the weather, the ice. We don't have the resources. Snow is not a big deal for me. It's the ice, because you get iced in. The roads are inaccessible. Like you can't go through them. So Friday, early afternoon, the rain starts. Then snow starts about around 5 p.m. I'll be asleep. When I wake up, there's going to be snow. And then we're supposed to, at 8 p.m., get to 30 degrees. We'll get to 30 degrees, 8 p.m. I usually don't leave my house until 9:45. I might leave a little sooner. Shit, I forgot to get gas this morning. It's okay. It's 20 degrees outside right now. Everybody's going to be getting gas. Everybody's getting milk and eggs. I mean, we're only going to be up Schitt's Creek for a day. But anyway, so then then by 7 in the morning, everything's going to be frozen over. It's still going to be below freezing. And I'm going to be trapped at work. I have to stay, or it's abandonment. I was talking to one of the nurses last night, and she said that one year she had to notify the administrator over the building, who's in charge of everything, like all the operations of the building. Like he's over everything, kitchen, maintenance, everything, therapy, notify him because he's the big head honcho. And she said, listen, you only have one nurse in this building this morning, as of first shift. Your third shift is hanging out here, but you only have one first shift nurse. And he about shit a brick. He came in, and she said that year all of kitchen wasn't there. So they started making sandwiches for breakfast for everybody. The nurses had to do it, in addition to handing out pills and doing their own work. So when I go to work in this bag that I have shown you, that I showed you everything that was in it, I am going to pack an extra pair of clothes, extra caffeine, food, and I'm going to actually pack a blanket for my car just in case. And I'm probably, I don't know, but I know I'm going to pack definitely a pair of clothes that's extra. But I did notice, believe it or not, on the highway, I take 3 highways to work. I'm on my highway closest to my house about 8 miles. And then the second highway, I'm in there for 20 miles. And then the third highway, I'm not including like regular roads. The third highway is, 5 or 6 miles. I did notice on the first highway closest to my house, I could have sworn that there was sand, a light layer of sand that they put down. I'm going to see in my garage if I have sand, and I'm going to sand my driveway and the road right outside my driveway, only because in my neighborhood, I have old folks and nobody goes anywhere. Nobody goes anywhere. Like, and I have ditches on the side of some of the houses, have ditches in the front. Like, my house doesn't, but across the street and the next one over, there's a ditch. So like, I don't want my car to like slide into the ditch. So I'm going to do that on my own. I'm going to see if I have any sand in my garage. Because God knows, I don't have no salt. Like, you know. But I know, like, my garage is full of so much shit. Like, I don't even know what's... That garage, I don't even go out there. So, Joey goes out there for, like, to get things out of the garage for me. Or, I have a detached garage. Or, for, like, we keep the chicken feed in there in a big, sealed container. But I figured that would be interesting for you guys to see what I carry on me. And then I'd like to actually, I would actually like to dress Cozmo. I mean, Cozmo is still in his Christmas clothes. But I haven't really, let me move this back. I haven't really picked out anything for Cozmo to wear. So we are going to do that. I don't want to sit on my Snickers because I look like I shit on my bed. It'll probably bust open. Let me see what I have here. And then also my Masterpiece Galleries, Gretel, she also has no clothes. Actually, what do I want to put on this guy here? Sorry, you guys. I just like, all this is impromptu. You know that, like, I maybe want him to be comfortable, you know? Cozmo has to be comfortable. So I have this, you know, I love like animals and stuff. Hold on, I'm having a crisis here with this. I still got this thing on the hanger. Okay, I had to get it off the hanger. Brand new clothes, not used. You know the drill with me. Okay, so let me get Cozmo. Come here, Cozmo, baby boy. Yes. All right, you guys. So, this is Cozmo. Cozmo is adorable. He is the Charlie Sculpt. Charlie Sculpt. And I call him Cozmo. Look at him. And he is in his vintage Christmas. We are going to take him out of that. We're going to make him comfortable because why not, right? I just got home from work. I'm going to be getting comfortable soon. I just came straight in here after feeding my four-legged friends, my four-legged family members. And we are going to start dressing Cozmo. He was actually created by Gladys Aguilar. Gladys Nursery. Gladys Nursery? Yeah, and he is done so well. I actually have a Joanna sculpt, and I want her done in biracial or AA. But I want an artist who knows what they're doing with darker skin tones. You know what I'm saying? I don't want just anybody painting. Look, my nail. You see what I'm saying? My nails, shit, like they fall apart. Like, this is awful. See, I don't even have my thing hanging from me. And I don't want to scratch my baby. So I'm going to pull the friggin' thing off. Because we ain't got time for that. We do not have time for that. All right. So, I'm going to take him out of this. Oh, you know what? I do have my Halloween Frankenbaby still dressed in Nightmare Before Christmas. So, I still have that one too. So, so my Joanna sculpt I have not painted. And I would love, now Gladys actually does a good job with skin color, darker skin tones, but I'm not too fond of how she fills the head. This was the baby that had the Gorilla Glue in the head, and I wasn't sure what it was. And I made kind of like a big stink about it. But it was because it's not typical. And I tend to modify my babies for myself, my own liking. Because when you pick up, see his head leans forward, but like his head does not lean back. And babies' heads lean back. You know. Now Natalie's babies, I can always alter them if I want to, you know, lean back. But I think, you know, it just bothered me when I opened up his head and I seen all that like bubbly stuff, and I was like, what the fuck is this? You know, like what is this? But I will tell you, as an artist, Gladys does some good work. And her skin tones is awesome. Her skin tones is awesome. So I'm going to make him be comfortable. He's wearing a Gerber onesie and he's wearing some socks. Say hi to your aunts and uncles. So I'm going to put him in. Now I am trying to pile up my Christmas outfits, because when I have all my babies out of their Christmas, I'm going to put these away and I'm going to put them in a box or something that says Christmas, because I have my holiday clothes like everywhere. So I want to be able to see all my holiday clothes of that holiday in one go, so I don't miss anything. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. You guys, I'm just going to keep going. I'm not ready to end this video. If it ends, it's because I ran out of memory. And I did empty out a lot of my phone, like memory, but I usually don't go over an hour. Very rarely. So I don't even know what my limit is. You know. But I thought this would be like an interesting and fun video. I have this, like, I guess it's like a sleeper dress. I don't know. It is Yoga Sprout Newborn. 100% cotton. Exclusive of decoration. Made in Hanoi, Vietnam. Vietnam. Huh, okay. So we're going to put this on him because we are, of course, we are in the Woodslands theme, because I love animals and I love forest animals and I love camping and I love deer and I love like nature type stuff. I'm a very naturesque type person. My happy place, believe it or not, me and Sandra, I was last night shooting a few texts with her and I told her my happy place was the beach. I love the beach. Even though I love camping and I love the woods and a nice bonfire, I'm still a beach girl. You know what I'm saying? I love the beach. I got to be careful because I don't want rub off on my doll's fingers. And I forgot about that when I was putting this on him. I didn't want rub off to happen. So let me check. I don't want, because, you know, I'm noticing a lot of my dolls, and even Sandra's like, oh, you like the open hands. I guess. I guess. Because, I mean, that's what's happening over here in this nursery. We got a lot of open hands. Kind of reminds me of, excuse me, sir, but can I have some more? Oh, God. All right. Let's see. Open hands. All right. Oh, so last night during my break, I was on my phone and I actually, hey, little bunker. I actually was on reborns.com. And guess what I was actually looking at? You're not going to believe this. I was actually looking at authentic reborns. No, of course I was looking at authentic reborns. I was looking at authentic, like, reborn toddlers. The toddlers. I don't know. I just started looking at them and I was like, oh. Natalie had done a reborn that she's selling. That's a toddler-ish. It's a bigger baby. But I don't care for the kids with the big jowls. That baby had big cheeks, and I wanted something more gentle. I really cannot afford to get a baby right now. It was just window shopping. But I think in my future, dependent on circumstance, maybe it would be nice to have an authentic toddler baby. I think that would be cool. Absolutely. So, I was looking, and there's a lot of cute babies. And as I was scrolling through, I could kind of, without reading below the pictures, I could kind of, I knew who the artist was. Because you have a lot of the same artists that sell on that platform. And, so I was able to actually pinpoint and be like, oh, I know who that is. Oh, of course, it's that artist, because you get a feel. Like I can totally tell you Billy Kramer's babies. I can tell you Wawa's babies. I can tell you, of course, I could tell you Natalie's babies. Like I got her style down. Who else? There's quite a few that I can pinpoint who's making what on that platform, without even reading. And it's been a long, long while. And I'm so surprised. There are some babies on there that are still on there. And do you know how long it's been since I've actually been on reborns.com? Really, truly been on reborns.com. We're going to fake feed the baby. Okay. We're going to fake feed Cozmo. It's his early morning feeding. I just, picked him up from the overnight nanny that I have. And so we're going to feed him. So as we talk, okay, Cozmo, okay, we don't have a bib. We're not using a bib because we're going to, rough it. We're going to rough it, Cozmo. Hold on. Don't touch your hands. I don't want you to touch this because I don't want you to get rub off. Let's do this shit right. Okay. So, yeah. So I was on Reborns, and some of the adult, the bigger kids, even the kids, a little more than toddler, there was a few on there that has been on there forever. And I don't know if it's just because the artist is no, I'm getting what I want, price wise. And so be it. Let it be, right? It is what it is. But I'm trying to, maybe at the doll show, I may surprise you guys. Maybe when I go, I'll be coming home with, I really love my newborns though. I love my newborns. And it's a shame that I don't play with them enough because I'm working. Me and Sandra were talking the other day about, and she touches on this in her video. We were talking about how we have different lives. She went through a lot of things in her life, and she, raises her kids and is there for them all the time. And I always worked. I had my family help me with Joseph. Sometimes it was a struggle. Sometimes there was arguments. I never got to do anything but go to school and work. And sometimes I actually, I worked full time since I was 18. And I went to school part-time or worked full-time and schooled full-time. So I missed out on a lot of milestones of Joseph. I was not there for first words. I was not there for first steps. I missed out on so much of it. And it wasn't until my ex-husband came to live with us. Joseph was maybe 8 or 9. That's when I got to have my son around a lot more. And I was juggling school, work, taking him to karate, picking him up from school. So I tried to make it to all of his things that he had. But then when he started living here and we transitioned him into homeschooling, I was no longer in college, and I actually got to homeschool him. So at this time, in this very room, I was homeschooling Joseph. Now, this room did turn into a library for me because I am an avid reader. I love to read. But aside from that, Sandra was talking about how me and her have had two very different lives. But we met each other through our journey of, whatever happens, I always worked and she took care of the kids and she had life circumstances. We both, we all have life circumstance that happens to us, some worse than others. Some people have different challenges. Some people have challenges within the family. Some people have personal, physical challenges. Like, we all have a different story in life. We all come from different books and have different chapters, and that's what makes us all unique. Like Sam, when he was in my video, if you have not watched the video with Sam in it, me and Sam, we had a wonderful night Sunday. Oh my God, it was awesome. We went to a Edgar Allan Poe speakeasy, and we had cocktails, and we came back here and we had some drinks, and we did hookah, and all legal fun, okay? And I have too much to lose to do anything that's illegal. But we had an amazing time. But I was going somewhere with this, and I completely lost my train of thought thinking about the fun night I had. But, we all have different paths. Sandra, she's married and has her 3 kids, and I'm divorced and I have my son, and he was raised very differently. He was passed around, and, she mentions people having to utilize like daycares. Daycares are so expensive, you guys. How in the hell do you guys afford it? I just don't understand how you guys afford daycares. One of the nurses at work, she is part-time. She works, a day or 2 a week, whatever. And she's got a couple kids. And she was talking about how, the possibility of having to put them in daycare. And her kids are young, like not even in school yet. And she was saying, she was thinking about doing full time, but she's got an infant, well, like almost a year old. And I think she's got like a 3-year-old, 3 or 4-year-old, something like that. And she's like, she's going to have to resort to daycare if she goes full time. But she's, second guessed what she wants to do because cost of daycare, conditions at work. Nursing is not, it's glamorized, but there's nothing in it that's glamorous at all. So a lot of us, we make the best of what we can. But Sandra, she really is like, we are very particular with our babies. She's particular in a different way than I'm particular, with the babies. I'll pick them up, play with them, no reservation about it. But at the same time, I don't have kids coming over my house. I don't have anybody less than 18 in my house. Occasionally I'll have Sam's son, but not often. And he never comes in this room, rarely. So I don't have the unexpected person coming in my room and playing with my dolls. Joseph does not even come in this room unless I'm in here or he's invited or something. So, okay, here, go ahead, drink. Yeah, mommy's like taking a nipple out of your mouth. And okay, I know I'm getting freaking stuff. Okay. So anyway, my dolls are safe. And if anything happens to them, more than likely it's my fault because I'm the only one that touches them. So yeah, I may not be the most careful. I have soda in my doll room right now. I'm fake feeding him. I'm trying to be very careful with the paint. I'm trying not to let his hands touch each other. I'm trying not to touch his skin because I did use lotion on my hands. So anything that I do and I screw up, that's my fault. I'm the only one to blame. But I am very particular with my dolls. Actually, you guys, I was on Amazon where I shouldn't have been. And I took the damn app off my phone and I put it right back on. And I was thinking to myself, if you've watched me, you've seen my nursery. You have seen my nursery. He's got to be burped, you guys. And he doesn't vomit. He just burps. So I'm just going to put him, up here. And okay. So I was thinking, how can I better utilize the space in my nursery? Here, baby, here, yeah, great, okay. How can I better utilize the space in here? Because I have shelving, I have baskets, I have the Rubbermaids, right? So I have a pink chair with an ottoman. The ottoman's not in here. It stays in the living room. But I'm going to take that pink chair out of here, and I think I'm going to move it into my living room where my tree was. And I have a shelf coming that I think the measurements will work. But I'm going to put the shelf where my pink chair is, which is kind of by the head of the bed when you walk in the room. I'm going to put that shelf there. And I think it has 5 shelves, and they are 2 inches wide. 2 inches. They're 2 feet wide, and then they are a foot deep. So what I'm gonna do is, I've got 15 babies. 15, 16, I can't remember. I think it's 15. I'm going to take my babies, and I am going to put 1 on each shelf. If it can do 2, I'll do 2. Because I have babies everywhere. Like, we are inundated with babies. Look at all these. I've got babies everywhere. I've got babies in a cradle, like literally behind the camera. So I've got to think of something. I've got to think of better what I'm doing. Like, it's just too much. So, and the other option was I thought about selling my babies. Again, because I'm getting swamped with babies here. Like, this is unreal. And there was a time when I was aggressively getting down in numbers. But I really like my babies. So I'm going to put the shelf up on the wall. I might have to reconfigure my photos on the wall of my animals, my forest animals. I don't know if you can see them. Okay. So I may have to reconfigure that, which is fine. I mean, I take them down. I don't give a shit. There's so much busyness going on in this room anyway. I wish I had Sandra here to help me. Help, Beth, you working on your house? Come on over. The room is small. It's the smallest room in my house. So I think I'm going to do that. I don't know when it's supposed to be here. But I got it on a deal in Amazon, and it's a brown shelf. It's open all the way around, and it's got 4 posts and 5 layers. So I'm going to put a baby on each one, and then I'll take care of 5 babies. It'd be great if I could put 2 on each side, like laying nicely, because that'll be 10 babies, and that'll be perfect. And I can use my changing table again. I can put the remaining 5 babies in the cradle. I got the doll show I'll probably get a baby from. Things like that. I can use the bed better, because right now the babies are using it. So that's what's going on with that. Hey, little bunker boy. Yes. Hi, say hi. Yes. He is adorable. Adorable. I love him. He actually came to me as a girl, if you guys can remember. And his hair, I was putting my son's hair products in it, but somebody, I think it was Sandra, was like, be careful because the paint, some of those products can be a little harsh, the oils and stuff. So I don't know what to do with his hair. I use this stuff for detangler, and I have put it in his hair before, but it's not really doing anything for him. I mean, it's nice hair. It's curly. It's not the greatest quality, but it's not the worst either. I mean, it's fine. It's nice, It's just, it needs help. And I'm not sure what to do when it comes to the dolls, because I don't want to ruin him. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to ruin him. But he is so sweet. He is so sweet. How can you not love Cozmo? Cozmo, what are you doing, Cozmo? Look at him. He's so adorable. All right. Yeah. So let me see what time it is, because we've been talking a good, oh my God, it's 9:30. Joseph takes my grandma to the doctor's this morning. So I don't know how much longer we're going to be talking. I'm looking at his fingers because I don't want rub off. So what is coming up in my life? Let me enlighten you. This is January. I've got to get through January. I got to get through Saturday. Saturday is the collab with me and Sandra. And the thing is, if I have to stay late, now I'm hoping these nurses and CNAs make it into work. I will be not a happy camper, but I'm going to prepare myself. I'm going to prepare myself for this event, because this doesn't happen. Like last year, we didn't get anything. Like there was nothing to worry about. No issues, no weather issues, nothing like that. So hold on. I'm gonna make this more, you know what I'm saying? Gotta make this more. All right. So yes, the collab is supposed to be Saturday, and it might not happen Saturday. So if there's no video by late Saturday night, Sandra lives the West Coast of the United States, west of the United States, the western part. If there's no video by that part, midnight, in that area, then forget about it, you know? Then they'll probably be Sunday. We are doing the Minnie Mouse Challenge. So, you got to vote. People got to vote on the bunkers. I think there's like 7 or 8 bunkers, or 9 maybe, I think. 6, 7, 8, 9. I can't remember. But she did it like a collage and she sent it to me, and I was like, Sandra, I don't think people are going to be able to see that on the video unless you do individual, and flipping through individual photos might take too long describing the photo, the baby, the mama, you know what I'm saying? So, it might be Sunday. And if it doesn't drop Saturday night, then Melissa had a rough Saturday. And I'll probably sleep away my Saturday again after working all of it. I'm looking, does my face look okay from that lotion? You think the anti-wrinkle will work, right? I don't know, maybe. I'm just thinking about it, because that was the first time that I used that, feeling myself. It's called feeling myself. I'm feeling myself. And then February, okay. February's my birthday, February 14th. I get older. I'm getting older. So I wanted to get my Joanna painted for my birthday, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just not going to be able to do that, I don't think, unless I hit like the lottery or something, or I get a great inheritance. But usually if there's a great inheritance, there's a big, not something good. So let's not even put that out there. Win the lottery. But I got to play the lottery. Shit. Yeah, that's not going to happen. I'm probably not going to have Joanna painted by my birthday like I had originally planned. But, so February is my birthday, February 14th, Valentine's Day. So if you're my Facebook friend, drop me a line. Joseph's birthday is in March. March 19th is his birthday. So, I keep asking him what he wants, and he'll say some ridiculous shit like, oh, a monitor for such and such $1,000. No. You better simplify that shit. But yeah. So what do we got going on here? We have, you guys, I don't know. My Christmas baby needs more love, because, I got her, this is the Teddy sculpt painted by Natalie Fakebridge. And I've always wanted the Teddy sculpt. And she is just beautiful. She's beautiful. I mean, just gorgeous. But she doesn't get enough screen time. She's dressed cute. Sandra bought her these clothes. She looks adorable. Yeah, she's adorable. Her name's Noelle. And her hair is just soft Natalie does a great job at, she does a great job with rooting, you know. So, and the other thing is, a lot of us are going to the doll show. So if you guys want to go to dinner, let me know. I'm trying to arrange a Saturday night dinner together. You know, Sandra's sending me Instagram videos. She has the funniest Instagram videos. Reels. My Instagram reels are nothing but thirst traps. I mean, it's these young guys that are just like moving their cut bodies around like I'm in a strip club. I don't understand, because you know why? I don't get on Instagram. Like, I get on Instagram, but I don't like do the Instagram reels, really. It was that one day me and Sandra were on there, and that's when I realized my Instagram reels are all young men throwing their bodies around. So, and you guys, I want to let you know that my phone, like, I don't have social media on my phone because I'm trying to reserve my memory. So email me if you got to. A lot of you have emailed me, which is wonderful. Just give me time to get to it. But my social medias, I don't always have on my phone. I may like put them on there and then take them back off, because sometimes she'll send me videos, and when I click on it, it will take me to like the browser, and I have to sign in, and it's too much headache. So then I have to re-download the Instagram app, and then I have to open it up and so it's easier on my tablet now. I don't think I have all of my apps on there, but let me tell you something. Like, this has made my life a lot easier. Now all these notifications are coming up. Like, you know, I had an iPad a long time ago, and when I was at the beach, Joseph dropped it and broke the screen, and I was like, to hell with that shit. I'm not even going to bother. I'm not going to bother, you know, to deal with it. I'm not going to do that. So I actually enjoy this. I'm not trying to see if there's anything I wanted to show you guys on it, because it syncs. It's like a whole ecosystem. But anyway, you guys, I actually have got to get myself together, because as soon as I came in from work, which was like an hour and a half ago, just about now, I was like feeding the animals and coming straight in here. And I don't want my video is already an hour and a half long. So we are going to end it. Join me and Sandra for the collab this weekend. Like, not join us, but like see the collab. If you haven't seen Sandra's video, I have like maybe 20 minutes left on part 2. She's got part 1, part 2. Very nice, very enjoyable. And she compliments me. So you didn't have to compliment me. I love you. You didn't have to compliment me. We're buds. We're besties. We're besties. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Me and her, we are so much alike. We're so different when it comes to certain things, but we're so alike when it comes to other things. And, you know, the doll community is full of so many amazing people. And there's some people that you connect more with than others. And the dolls, I love the dolls. The dolls, like the Reborns, are amazing. But I never knew that the dolls would lead me to such an amazing community. Some people don't click with you, but the ones that do, that's your people. That's your people. You know what I'm saying? That's your tribe. That's your, you know, and I don't watch everybody's videos. Sandra updates me. You guys, the latest doll video I've watched was a little bit of Susan's Nursery, and then I had to get off. I had to stop watching it. And then I watched all of Beth's most recent one, when she was chilling on her couch talking about everything she's doing in her house and the baby she's got coming, and she was dressing Birdie, and it was so enjoyable. I was just sitting on my couch chilling, and then she inspired me to get off my ass and do a video. But you know, and then there's other amazing YouTubers, you know, like I haven't spoken to Reborn Tatty in forever, or Rainbow's Dolly Nursery. Like, they're awesome people. They're awesome folks. And Carla's Bunny Trail, and Cuddles by Christina. Poor Christina. Like, my heart goes out to her. Like, I've seen some posts and stuff that she had, I believe, on Facebook, if I'm not mistaken, or I don't know. But I've seen some stuff that she posted, and it's Just, you know, like my heart goes out to her. But there, and you know, Nana Cheryl, you know, I haven't heard from Mama Cheryl. I actually thought about her the other day. It's been a while. Darlene, you know, her, Gyration something is her YouTube channel. But like, there's so many amazing, and I did not mention everybody. Like, I'm gonna tell you, there's some really loyal folks, in my comment section, you know, Tina English and, Janet Stats, and oh my God, I can't even remember all of them. Like, you guys are all, I can't name you all. And if I haven't named you, I'm sorry, but there's a good bit of you, and I'm so grateful. You know, so we're in a new year. I'm making it my personal obligation for this to be my year. So whether, you know, it's my year. I've been working on more of my journaling. I've been actually taking time to play the Nintendo Switch, which is what I'm going to do while this video is uploading. And I go to bed in 2.5 hours. So when I get off here, I'm going to get ready for bed and all that shit. And I'm going to play my Nintendo Switch because I bought Wildflowers and I would like to play Wildflowers. And I also bought Hogwarts, and I'm going to play Hogwarts at some point. I got to catch up on my little games. I don't play for long though. I'm journaling, of course. But that's it. And then tomorrow I'm going to try to get as much sleep as I could. And I'm going to pack everything that I can in that bag, you know, to prepare. And hopefully people come in Saturday. Like, I'm hoping it's not going to be a disaster because I can't stand the snow and ice in this state. Like, I just can't stand it, especially in my profession. Like, in this profession in South, like where I'm at, the snow, the ice puts a damper on shit. You can't enjoy the friggin' holidays. And when you do inpatient, you know what I'm saying? And I do it because I love what I do when it comes to like what I do, you know, like the main point of my job. But when it comes to like, they own you. Weather, holidays, people, if you're going where people sleep overnight, that job owns you. So anyway, you guys, I got to get ready for bed. It's been an hour and a half. If you can't watch the whole video at once, I hope you watch in increments at least. Leave me tons of comments. I love it. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else I'm going to forget. I still have yet to do Frankenbaby, and I got to do my Masterpiece Galleries bunka, big girl. And then that's it. And then we're done. So I'll leave that for another day. One thing at a time, right? All right, you guys, I got to catch up with Joseph because he was sleeping when I came in here, and I'm sure he's getting up and getting ready to take my grandparents to their doctor's appointment. Like, subscribe, comment, share. Make sure you are subscribed. Please make sure you're subscribed. All right, you guys, I love you. Bye. Until next time.